Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode of Proudly Serve. I'm so excited to be here with one of my besties. I'll allow her to introduce herself. Go ahead, Abby.
Hello, my name is Abby Hammer, and I am currently a sophomore dance major here at Oklahoma City University. And Gabrielle and I are G5 sisters, and I'm currently serving as our Philanthropy chair, which has been really busy lately because Philanthropy Week is coming up next week.
It is, and so we thought this would be a perfect way to promote Philanthropy Week, talk a little bit about what it is, why it's important to us as Sisters of Gamma Phi Beta and as college students. You know, it's our chance to really have a voice in the community and make a difference, and also just have this great time to chat because, you know, I was a philanthropy chair, so from one philanthropy chair to another, I feel like we know the ins and outs of volunteering on a college campus. So I think we'll have lots of fun anecdotes and lots of information to share. So Abby, go ahead and tell us, what was kind of your background into volunteering?
I started volunteering a lot with my church when I was younger. At our church, we would have twice a year free rummages, and so we would collect items, people would donate things, and then we'd organize everything, and anyone could come to the rummage, and we would give them those items for free. So that was one way that we really got involved. And also with my church, we would have monthly free breakfasts for the community. And as COVID came in, it kind of turned into more of a food giveaway type situation, and they would drive through or walk through, and we would give food out. And so I did that a lot growing up, as well as volunteering at the local food bank and making meal kits for school kids. And so I really enjoyed that. I actually got a community service award when I was younger and got to go to this fun banquet. So that was nice to be recognized. And I remember there's an interview of me when I got that, and I was like, you wouldn't think volunteering would be fun, but it's actually really fun. And it was just, looking back at it, it was kind of funny to look at that from younger me's perspective on volunteering.
Well, a lot of times I think, and I've talked about this a little bit on previous episodes, but people think when they hear community service, they think out on the side of the road picking up trash.
Right.
They think very isolated work, and I think people don't realize that there's such a community that you can find through volunteerism. And so that's one of the things I'm hoping to do with this podcast is give people, an outlet to find new opportunities to volunteer and meet new people and build those communities. So, we are here to talk about Girls on the Run.
Yes.
So why don't you give us a little insight? Tell us, what is Girls on the Run? What is their mission? And how do the OCU G5 support Girls on the Run?
So Girls on the Run is an after-school program for 3rd through 8th grade girls, and at the end of it, it's called Girls on the Run because they end up running a 5K.
Yes.
So they train for that, but along with that, they also really focus on empowering girls mentally, physically, socially, allowing them to determine healthy relationships versus unhealthy relationships, knowing how to fuel their bodies, hard decision making, things like that. So it's really a great way to build these girls up into, like G5 says, building strong girls.
Yes.
And so we get involved with that by volunteering at their 5Ks, raising money for them, creating bracelets, different things like that to help the program.
I think it is just such a wonderful organization, and I love that we have this platform where we can break it down and share what Girls on the Run is, because at first glance, you might think, Girls on the Run, okay, what is it? Just based on the title. I know before I joined Gamma Phi, I didn't really know, and so they said it's an after-school program for girls, and I thought, it has running? Count me out. Running is not my favorite type of physical activity by any means, but after being a part of Gamma Phi and getting to be around the Girls on the Run organization, it's like you said, there are so many other outlets and so many other skill sets that these girls develop. And I thought it was really interesting whenever we had one of their executives come and speak that they have opportunities even for young girls who have disabilities to still be present and be a part of these activities. So it really isn't the running of it all. It's more about cultivating a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
I think that's really special. We help out at the 5K, and I love every time that we get to work at the Happy Hair Station and help dress up the girls' bibs and just make them feel special after all this hard work they've put in.
I think it is really awesome. I know I connected because I also did not know. I'd never heard of Girls on the Run until I went through recruitment, and just listening to what the organization was all about, it really made me think of my mom and grandma and how grateful I was. They instilled a lot of these things in me, and so I just think it's so great that this program is able to do that for girls all over the nation.
Well, and you mentioned, as well as the healthy lifestyle skills, also learning things, building your confidence as a young girl, and learning how to carry yourself, represent yourself, and advocate for yourself. I think that's something that's just really important, you know, as girls grow into themselves, being able to stand up and say that you are proud of who you are, and making that decision of yes and no, and knowing what you stand for is something that I find at times girls struggle to do. We're told to very, very much look a certain way, act a certain way, and I think that we're changing the narrative. While yes, it is still wonderful to be kind and polite, it's also really important to be able to advocate for yourself.
Yeah, I agree. And I especially like that they're doing that with young girls, third through eighth graders, because I feel like for a lot of college students, that's kind of the time when you start to, you're out on your own, make your own decisions, advocate for yourself. But for them to experience this at such a young age, I think it really helps them grow into a confident woman.
Yes. Well, and I don't know about you, but I think back to how I was in 8th grade, and I was a hot mess.
Yeah.
I thought I had it together, but looking back, I see pictures of that girl, and I think, man, she needed some work. So I just know if I had had a community of young women and girls who were surrounding me and building me up in that time, you know, you're going through so many different changes, and your hair changes, and maybe you have glasses or whatever it is, but that's a time you're experiencing insecurity a lot, you know, for the first time. In college by now, and especially being in performing arts careers, we've had those struggles, and we've learned what things make us feel confident and empowered, but to instill those values in a young girl is just something I think that's really exciting about this program.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we get to be the ones to explain this and provide these resources for those girls.
Agreed.
Tell us a little bit about Philanthropy Week. What does this week entail, and what are you hoping to see as our benefit at the end of the week? Do we have certain things each day?
We do, yes.
If you want to break them down for us, just start with the first day and we'll go from there.
Okay, so Monday we're having a ice cream night, Boomtown Giveback. And then Tuesday there's an event that I'm really excited about. I kind of took our mission of building strong girls and created an event called Celebrating Strong Women. Okay. So that will be in the house, and we'll make charm bracelets. You can make one for yourself, and then we also have ones to donate to the Girls on the Run.
Circling back to Monday, for the Boomtown event, is that an event that's only open to OCU students? Is that open to all of the public, anyone who goes by?
That's open to all of the public, yes. They can mention our name, and then part of their purchase will go towards our philanthropy.
Okay, perfect. And then Tuesday in the house.
Yes, Tuesday in the house. That can also be open to anybody.
Okay.
There is a $3 entry fee, but with that you will get to make charm bracelets. There's going to be a mail station where you can write a letter to a woman who's impacted you in your life.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, and there'll be stamps there, so everything will be ready to be sent. And then we'll also have karaoke and trivia that is all based around strong women questions. I don't know exactly what, because my assistant Tegan's making that.
Amazing.
So I'll even
I'm so excited to see what she comes up with.
Yes. Yeah. Wednesday night we have
a lot on Wednesday.
We do. Something really exciting. Gab Gore's teaching a Pure Barre class at Nichols Hills, and that, if you want to attend, there's limited spots available, so sign up as soon as possible.
Yes, and those are $25 per slot. And I'm excited because even though, as we just said, there's so many other great opportunities that you get through Girls on the Run, it also cultivates healthy living.
Right.
And so why not get a cute little workout in, and you might find your community among the Pure Barre family as well.
Yes.
We would love to have everyone.
And then after you take that Pure Barre class, you can go fuel your body back up at Ted's.
Yes.
Ted's Tacos will be having a Giveback night there, where, again, you'll want to mention our name, and then part of your purchase will go towards our philanthropy. Thursday, from 1 to 4, Nothing Bundt Cakes will be on campus selling their product outside of the caf. Definitely check that out. They're super delicious.
Those are delicious.
And then you can learn even more about Girls on the Run, and there will be a sample lesson of what the girls get to experience during the after-school program at 8 p.m. in the G-Fi house. And that is free admission, and there will be snacks provided as well. Friday, we will have a taco truck on campus from 11:30 to 2:30. And then our big event of the week, Pancake Palooza, Friday night.
Yes, I love it.
Yes, this year it is slumber party themed, so you can wear your PJs. There will be stuffed animals and sleep masks, and there will be performances by many groups on campus, including both improv troupes and our vocal a cappella group, Tonal Eclipse.
Yes.
And that is a $10 entry fee from 8 p.m. to midnight.
Wonderful. Okay, and then we also have our bake sale going on.
We
outside
do,
the cafe,
yes,
all
every
days
day.
a week. Okay.
Yep, every day there will be a bake sale, and along with the bake sale, you can purchase raffle tickets for some exciting raffle baskets that will be there. And we also, if you are involved in a sorority or fraternity on campus, we're doing a thing called Penny Wars. So there will be a jar, and the different organizations will compete. If you put pennies in your jar, you're adding to your points, but you can also take away from other people's points by adding silver change. So a little bit of a competition there, and the winners will get a prize next week.
All right. Well, that sounds like a super exciting week that you guys have planned, and I can't wait to witness it and be a part of all of your genius. So I would really like to know, you have created and you've worked so hard making this week, and we want to raise as much as we can for the girls at Girls on the Run. What would you say are your goals personally in terms of like the money raised, but also in terms of community impact? What are you wanting to see after this year, the 2025 Philanthropy Week?
I think I just want to see more awareness spread about what our philanthropy is. I really like that our philanthropy is so proactive, and I want people to appreciate that as well. And I also think I just want people to get involved and have something that will lift them up as well. As we are raising money to lift up the Girls on the Run, we can also find our own fulfillment through the activities that we're going to have throughout the week.
I think that's so special, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. We have a lot of listeners who aren't necessarily on OCU campus or in this area. What is a way that somebody could maybe get involved if they don't have monetary means and they really want to contribute?
I think it would be cool to see if you have a Girls on the Run organization within your community. I know, because I wasn't aware of the organization, I didn't know that there was one in my hometown, and when I went home over winter break after joining GFI, I realized that there was an organization right within my hometown. You can look on the Girls on the Run website and get involved by coaching a team. I know one of our sisters, Grace Chapman, is coaching a team this year, so I want to ask her how that's going. But you can, just word of mouth, if you know anyone with a young girl, say, do you have this program? She might want to join. You can volunteer at the 5Ks, things like that.
And then if there are people who maybe are only able to contribute through monetary means, is there a way that people can donate?
Yes, if you keep an eye out on the Gamma Phi Beta website, we'll be posting throughout this upcoming week with our crowd change access, as well as a Venmo link. And there will be a bingo card with different monetary donations if you'd like to contribute that way, and then your Instagram handle will be shared as well.
You've worked so hard on this week. You have cultivated everything to make everything go as smoothly as possible. What would be your advice if there's anyone out there who wants to create something like this in the future? What are your top 3 tips for being a philanthropy chair?
I think you really just have to take your ideas and run with them. When I was in my sophomore year of high school, I realized that coming back from COVID, there was kind of a mental shift. I just felt like things were kind of down, and I decided to start a mental health campaign. And it was an idea I had, and I decided to run with it, and it ended up going super well, and they're still doing it 5 years later after I've already left the school. And so I think you just have to take a risk kind of and tell people about it, and the more people that know are likely going to support you and want to get involved as well. And I think that's the best way to do it.
What do you think is the best outlet for people who are looking to start volunteering but maybe don't know where to start or don't really know how they want to volunteer? What would your advice be to them?
My advice, I think, would be to first find a friend that you'd like to volunteer with, because it's always more fun when you have a friend with you. And I think technology is so at our fingertips. I think we can use that to our benefit and simply research ways to get involved, different organizations near you that are needing help. I know a recent Gamma Phi Beta meeting, we took time and we all researched an organization, and then within minutes we had a whole chain link of 50 organizations and ways that you can benefit. So I think using the internet to find local places that need help, and then not being afraid to reach out and saying that you're willing to help in any way possible.
If you could sum up the impacts of Girls on the Run in one sentence, what would it be?
I think Girls on the Run helps build up confidence in young girls to help them live a happy and healthy lifestyle in which they are able to advocate for themselves and feel confident.
And where can people follow your journey or learn more about supporting Girls on the Run and OCU Gamma Phi Beta's Philanthropy Week?
I would definitely say Instagram is your best bet.
Okay.
The Gamma Phi Beta Instagram handle, it's OCU Gamma Phi Beta.
Perfect.
So check out there. They'll be posting lots throughout the week, and there will be information and ways you can get involved.
Wonderful. And our last question, what event next week are you the most excited to attend?
I think I'm most excited for Pancake Palooza.
Yes.
It's just such great energy in the house. So many people are involved. I love watching the improv troops and listening to Tonal, and the pancakes are going to be great.
They're always delicious.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Abby. I've loved getting to have you, and I can't wait to share all of this news with everyone about how they can get involved and support Girls on the Run.
Thank you, Gab.
Thank you.